So I wanted to share this quick story with you because we had a candidate last week who had told me that they had accepted an offer when they had 3 other offers on the table, and in fact some of those offers were quite considerably higher in their base salary and the OTE, the package available. And I wanted to dive in deeper because I knew this candidate quite well, hadn't put her forward for these particular positions, but I knew the candidate well, and I just wanted to understand what the thinking was behind why accepting one of those other offers. And I'll go over those details because it's quite interesting when they talked further into it. And one of those was they felt, although that one of the roles had a much better salary and package, that she wasn't clear about the purpose and direction of the business. So number one was that she really wanted to be part of a business which she felt really aligned to the purpose and the drive and the vision of what they were doing. So if that doesn't come across in the interview, it might let you down in being able to attract that candidate. That's a really important point number one. The second was that she wanted to make an impact. And again, the company that she chose not to join was a very large organisation, and of course you can still make an impact in a large organisation, of course you can. But what she wasn't able to demonstrate or wasn't shown is what the impact and the outcome was going to be. What was the return on investment for the business? But equally, what was the return on investment for her? How was she going to be able to make that impact and being able to give them the tools, the access to people, and also really to be able to make an impact much quicker in a different role, perhaps a different organisation. So that was the second bit. The other bit that's really important to the candidate was being able to stretch herself. So can she stretch herself to enable her to get to a larger role or a larger opportunity or something else within the organisation where she's really able to push herself and push her boundaries and really show what she's capable of, which again goes back to almost that sense of purpose as well. And the final one is that she wanted to be with a company that she felt aligned with their culture and values. Now I'll mention the last one because values is obviously really important throughout the interview process, that the candidate feels those values. They won't be able to see those values, but they'll feel those values through the interview process. And one of the companies came back and actually made an offer for the candidate, and she would have accepted this company. However, they lowballed the offer, meaning that they went under what she was expecting. They then came back and made a higher offer, but by that time it was too late. She felt that they'd compromised their values, and in fact it didn't matter what they offered at that point now, the deal was lost. And so unfortunately they lost the candidate. And some of those had been through 3 interviews. So it was a lot of time, invested time by all parties, the candidate, the people in the hiring process, and the people that found the candidate, got that conversation going in the first place. So aside from some of those important topics around why people may join a company, it's not all about the money. There's a number of other factors as well. And it's really important you're re-emphasising those factors throughout the interview process. So when it gets to an offer point, you've actually overcome all those objectives, and you also know what the candidate's expectations are. So you're not misaligned at the offer stage. Would love to hear your experience of this. And if you want to talk about it, feel free to set up a discovery call, and I'll be happy to talk through our experience with candidates and maybe even how we can help you in future.